Welcome into the 31st annual Beast of the East Wrestling Tournament here on the campus of the University of Delaware in Newark, Delaware at the Bob Carpenter Center. It's a chilly 22 degrees outside here in northern Delaware today. And you're here for the finals of this year's Beast of the East. I'm Benny Mitchell, with me Mason Lindemuth. And Mason, what a great 2 days of wrestling it has been leading into these championship finals.
Absolutely, and I'm so excited. We got a great set of finals coming at you this afternoon. A lot of ranked matchups, some rematches, and here's our first set of finals, the first half. We'll be starting at 175 pounds, but here's our first 7 weight classes. What I see here, we got the Bachman brothers back-to-back at 113 and 120, both in really tough matchups, and then we'll get to see number 1 Anthony Knox versus number 6 Keanu Dill at 126 pounds. Should be great matches.
Got to see the Bachmans up and close in the semifinals right Matt's side. They are two good guys. Anthony Knox totally impressed me in that match.
Absolutely, and here's our back half. As I mentioned, starting out at 190 pounds with number 3 Adam Waters taking on number 4 Lane Ford in an Ironman final rematch. And we'll end at 175 pounds in a number 1 versus number 2 matchup. Ryan Burton taking on William Hankel, a Fargo final rematch. I'm interested to see the adjustments Hankel's made since July. Right,
and Hankel, he takes out Emmett Sherlock, the world team member from Gilman School, in the semifinals. So a lot of talent, a lot of deep talent in this tournament this year, and I'm ready to rock and roll, get these finals started.
Yeah, same here. Just a few moments away from our 190-pound championship final.
Well, Mason, welcome to Delaware. I'm sorry we didn't have such great weather for you here today.
Yeah. Hey, man, I'm from Pennsylvania. I get it.
What they say about Delaware weather is just wait 24 hours, it'll change.
We got the same in Pennsylvania, right, man, but excited. It's wrestling season. Almost Christmas time, and we see Lane Ford there, possibly looking to get some revenge as he gives a wave up to the camera. These two met in the Ironman finals just 2 weeks ago. It was Adam Waters who was out to a 10-0 lead before Ford got injured in the third period, had to forfeit. But Adam Waters looking for his 100th career victory.
I saw, had the semifinal called Waters, just a tough competitor at 190. The whole Faith Christian team, I mean, they're just
impressive.
Yes,
they're currently ranked number 2 in the country is Faith Christian. You see their coach Ben Clymer there on his phone. He recently won the NHSCA Coach of the Year award, so they got a lot of good things going for them.
Absolutely. I like the Philadelphia Philly style singlets they wear out there. Some of them more in the semis.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, they got a lot of different singlets, and they're fun to watch, man. They got quite a few guys in the finals, I believe 3.
And there you see the Beast mat, 31st year of the Beast of the East, brought to you by the Delaware Wrestling Alliance.
I've had the pleasure of being at the Beast. This is my 4th year in a row calling these finals, and it's never disappointed.
No, always got some good fun. I missed last year's finals. The last 2 years, I found a way to get sick on Beast weekend. So
it's around that time of year, right before the holidays.
I guess maybe better to be sick for Beast weekend than Christmas weekend.
Yeah.
It depends how you look at it.
Yeah, depending on how you look at it.
Well, Mason, here we go. Ready to start at 190 pounds. Lane Ford, the number 3 seed, up against the number 1 seed, Adam Waters. 12 number 1s made it through the brackets to the finals this afternoon.
I don't see that too often, especially in a tournament as deep as this.
Waters in the black singlet for Faith Christian. And here we go, first whistle, we are underway.
See Waters getting to his 2-on-1 right away.
2-on-1 pull down, yeah.
He's really good upper body. He's a freshman 2 years ago at the Pennsylvania State Tournament. Threw a lefty headlock in the finals against a returning state champ. Won the OW, picking up the first period fall.
Then they say headlocks don't work, right?
Not if you're Adam Waters.
Underhook on the right side here by Ford.
As I mentioned, these two met 2 weeks ago in those Ironman finals. It was Waters winning with a medical forfeit or injury
on the right leg. Brings it up mid-level, switches to a double, and we get the early takedown for Ford.
Good quick finish there for Ford, and he's able to recover and get back up on top. Waters doesn't give up a lot of takedowns. He's a hard guy to get to his legs. His strong upper body ties, hard to get through his head-hands defense. But Ford able to figure out that puzzle, but
He's going to give him the release there. It's going to go 3-1 Ford here.
Waters, a two-time Pennsylvania State champion, ranked number 3 in the country. Also Fargo champion, couple time Fargo All-American.
Right now, Ford, great position, staying in good position, tying up, winning the ties right now.
Yeah, I had the opportunity to watch Ford last few weekends. I mentioned Ironman, and then here this weekend I've had him on my mat a couple times, and really, really strong, keeps good position. It's good with his underhooks as well. He's able to down block that shot from Waters. Just 10 seconds to go in the first period.
Short time here. Going to try to stay, win the ties, get your forehead to forehead, and get himself to the second period with a 3-1 lead. And that's what he's going to do. Clock ticks down to 0.
We're going to take a look at the highlight of that takedown by Ford. Here we go. Got in on the single leg and head in the knee, just like they tell you. Got the double leg and then was able to recover, come back up on top after that chest wrap by Waters. Waters' choice to start the second period. He's going to start in the down position.
Here we go, second period underway. Runs to his feet. Gets the escape. 3-2 lead for Lane Ford. Second period, 190-pound finals of the Beast of the East.
Ford definitely making adjustments from that final Ironman. As I mentioned, he was down 10-0 in the third period.
Here's your 2-on-1 to pull down.
Waters getting back to his control ties. Ford very strong in the hand fight.
Gets to the leg again. In on a single.
Waters trying to pull him up with that whizzer. Ford continues to wrestle through this position, possibly try to lift here, but Waters with that leg wrapped.
Plenty of time, minute 12, center of the mat. And he gets the foot back down to the mat. Now he comes back, lifts again, circles out of it. 3-2, minute left in the first period, second period.
Another good attack there by Ford.
Yeah, he's attack-wise, he's 2-2 getting to the leg. Got one takedown, second one. Waters able to fight it off.
Yeah, he's done a nice job getting that swing single. Waters a junior, one of the top uncommitted recruits in the class of 2026, while Ford, a senior, headed to Wyoming next season. Pick up for the Cowboys.
Yeah, he'll move out west. He's going to be ready to be used to this cold weather.
Heck yeah.
And on the leg is Waters, but jacks it up with an underhook, takes it to the edge. 20 seconds, they go out of bounds, 17 on the restart. And there you see a look at the Beast with our overhead shot.
Down to
Ford will have choice here in the third. And that's where we're going to go. 3-2 going into the third period. Our first match of the night here at 190 pounds.
Interested to see what Ford's choice will be here. Waters really good in the top position, but he's going down. Looking to build on his lead here.
No stall warnings in. No, he's going to put him up.
Waters going to cut him right away.
Give the free release. 4-2 lead for Ford. And here we go. Third period underway.
Normally this could be problematic, but
this time Waters in on the leg, trips, gets the 2 takedown. Waters takes the lead, 5-4.
He wasted no time with that drag re-attack. Just like that, he's got the 5-4 lead, and that's what I was going to say. I'm really liking this 3-point takedown getting implemented in high school.
Yeah.
I think it changes a lot. Like normally in a match, 4-2 in the third, even getting a takedown, you're going to need a ride out then just to force overtime. Now Waters with the lead and could possibly ride for the win here.
Minute 20 to go here in the third period. Waters up 5-4. On the edge. And we go out of bounds. 110 on the restart. So Ford looking to jump the whistle here and try to get back to his feet, tie this thing up.
Yeah, Waters very tough in the top position. I got to believe he's going to commit to this ride. Just over a minute to go.
Quad pod up there for Ford, but breaks him right back down. Tight on that waist, high half. And gets another breakdown. 50 seconds to go. He's about 1 or 2 breakdowns away from icing this match.
Yeah, you're Ford. You got to have a little bit more sense of urgency on these restarts. Now Waters slipping in the bar on the right side. Not a good place for Ford.
$30 to go here in the third period. Waters with the 5-4 lead. He's got the wrist and the bar on the right side. Ford able to pull the arm forward. 20 to go. He needs, like you said, needs a sense of urgency right now. Roll, but into a half. Crab ride.
Waters looking to bring him back, but Ford hip
10
heist.
to go.
Waters down on the leg. Ford trying to break the lock.
3 seconds, 2, and that's it. Adam Waters wins his 100th career match here in the championship of the Beast of the East with the 5-4 decision.
Waters was third here as a freshman, a runner-up a year ago. Finally gets that Beast title added to his already impressive resume. Like you just mentioned, his 100th career victory. He's just a junior. Completes a dominant performance of the weekend. Had to win a tight one there against Ford. We're going to take a look at some of the highlights here of that matchup. It's an early takedown for Ford, able to get down on that single leg, drop to the double. Waters uses the counter early in the third period to the single leg and was able to get the ride out. So we're going to head to 215 pounds here next. And we'll be right back with our 215-pound final.
And we're back, 215 pounds. A 7 seed versus an 8 seed here. Cash Colbert got the big pin in the semifinals. He's the number 8 seed. He'll be against Pete Snyder, the 7 seed out of Blair. Snyder actually doesn't live too far away from an Ocean City kid down in Maryland.
Not too far of a drive. Yeah, this bracket didn't go the way it was drawn up. Colbert taking out the 1 seed, Riley McPherson, in the quarterfinals, then took out the 4 seed, Dylan Greenstein, in his semifinal. While the 7 seed Snyder took out the 2 seed, Alex Smith, his quarterfinal, on his way here. So both these guys having a strong weekend, looking to close it out even better.
Got to watch Snyder in the semis. He does a really good job of that underhook and controlling his opponent to the edge of the mat. Both wrestlers in the tie, center of the mat, tie.
This was a weight class coming into the weekend, had 4 nationally ranked competitors in it, and neither of them were these two.
Right. Under a minute to go here in the first period. Neither wrestler with any serious attempt on a shot yet. Staying, feeling each other out in the collar tie, right at the edge here. Shot by Colbert.
From Lake Highland Preparatory School, Alex Smith, wrestling for 7.
Approaching 30 seconds to go, first period. As you can see, Snyder doing a good job of controlling those collar ties.
Colbert looks like he has a significant size advantage in this one.
It looks like he walks through the weight room to get to school, get to class in the morning.
Absolutely.
Under 20 to go here, first period. No score, 100 or 215 pounds. Second bout of the night of the Beast of the East Finals. Live from the University of Delaware, Carpenter Center.
Looks like that's how we're going to end the first period.
That's how it started, 0-0.
No score after one, flip of the disc.
That is Cash Colbert.
Be Colbert's choice. He's going to defer to Snyder. Snyder going to go down.
So Snyder gets set. Colbert will cover. And wait for the whistle, and there we are. We're away with second period, 0-0.
Mentioned that big fall for Colbert in the semifinals. You got to believe he believes in his top wrestling. That's why he defers after that 0-0 period. See guys, when they're tough in the top position, they'll do that sometimes. Just defer choice, see what the other guy's going to do. And he's getting to work right away.
Obviously not expecting a 0-0 match either if he's going to give that guy a chance to get a first point for a 1-1 match.
Yeah, absolutely.
Riding that inside wrist. Sit turn by Snyder, comes to his feet, cuts, scores. 1-0, Pete Snyder for Blair Academy.
Good recovery there by Snyder as he looked like he was kind of getting buried flat. He's able to hip heist out.
Shot by Colbert, in on the leg, driving, looking for the second foot, gets around the hip, take down Colbert, goes up 3-1.
Made that finish look pretty simple. Wasn't a whole lot of opportunity for defense for Snyder there.
He's like I said, 2 shots. He's gotten to the leg both times. That one he's able to finish. Snyder showing the battle scars on his face from the weekend.
Not a lot of guys come out of this weekend looking pretty.
You're about the healthiest you are going to be the first day of practice, and then you're going to be dealing with injuries the rest of the year.
Heck yeah.
Under 30 to go here in the second period. Colbert with the 3-1 lead. 14 seconds here. Looks like he'll be settled to ride this out. He has choice in the third.
And
3, 2, 1, and that's the end of the second period. 3-1 lead for Cash Colbert, the 8th seed.
Yeah, good period for Colbert there.
And he wants neutral.
Able to pick up the takedown. He's going to go neutral to start the third. Looks like we're going to get some blood on Colbert. Not sure where that's coming from. I don't know if he even is sure.
Yeah. Under the hairline there.
See Snyder talking to the Blair coaches there. Blair, historic program. They're here competitive every year at the Beast of the East.
Yeah, you go back and look. They've dominated this tournament in years past.
Currently sitting in 4th place, like well out of reach of 3rd behind Faith Christian Academy, who's in 1st with 268.5 points. Lake Highland Prep in 2nd with 238.5 points, and Malvern Prep in 3rd place with 228.5 points.
Underway here in the third period. Colbert gets them to the edge. There's no stall call there.
Runs them halfway into the 3rd place bout. Currently going on mat number 3.
I think as we get closer to that minute, Snyder's going to have to get a little sense of urgency here and fire off some shots.
Yeah, he's done a nice job taking ground and kind of controlling the hand fight for the most part, but hasn't been able to get in clean on an attack. He uses that underhook. Drives him out.
3-1, 124 to go here. Yes, Connor tying his underhook. He does a really good job of controlling ties and pushing people around the mat.
He's got to find a way to clear, though, and get in on an attack of his own, because you can't imagine Colbert's going to take an errant attack here late.
No, he's going to
no stall warnings.
He's going to go a high-quality shot if he takes one at all. Minute to go here in the third. 3-1 lead for Cash Colbert. Hunt 215-pound championship here at the Beast of the East. Colbert circles back inbounds. Back to the center. Heavy hands by Colbert.
A level change there for Colbert.
Colbert's still moving forward with the 2-point lead.
Back to that underhook is Snyder. See if he looks to use this as he tries to jack up that elbow. As we go under 20.
Stall call on Colbert. 12 seconds to go. Gets to the edge, out of bounds.
Colbert's corner not happy
They
that,
want the stall call there, yeah.
that they gave the stall warning on Colbert there. Short time to go here. Snyder's got to throw something at him.
Controlling those elbows, Colbert is. 2, 1. Your champ is Cash Colbert, the number 8 seed with the 3-1 victory.
And he's fired up, lets out a big belt.
He did the same thing after his semifinal match.
He had a great weekend, 8 seed coming through. Took out a couple ranked opponents on the way. And we see here on the highlight, Colbert gets it on that single leg in the second period after giving up the escape. And that was the match winner, only points and score to the match. Easy finish there, got backside, got the other ankle. And that's what did it for Colbert there.
Textbook, just what the coach teaches you to do. Get the single, reach over around the hip, or get a second foot, get the takedown. He does. He is your beast champion.
And he executed. So we're going to be back for our 285-pound final next.
And we're back for the 285-pound final here at the Beast of the East. And there you see the CAA champions here for the University of Delaware. Their last year in the CAA is their football team goes to FBS next year.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it'll be the first year. I'm a season ticket holder here, so kind of looking forward to that a little bit.
Even more exciting, man.
Yeah. But we're at 285 pounds. I got to see Jacob Levy, semifinals. What an athlete this kid is.
Yeah, I got a big upset in that semifinal over the number 7 guy in the country, top seed Mark Effendian.
He hit a big double leg in that match. Looked like a middle linebacker coming through.
Looks like one from here.
Yeah, he does. Lake Highland Prep out of Florida. So I'm sure they're not enjoying the temperatures when they go outside today.
Yeah, Lake Highland Prep, they travel quite a bit. They hit a lot of the major tournaments early on in the season. I'm sure they, as you mentioned, do not prefer coming up north.
Alvarez, he got here with a late takedown in the semifinals. Like late, as in like 10, 12 seconds to win the match. One of 2 St. Joe regional wrestlers in the finals tonight.
Yeah, Alvarez came in unseeded, took out the 2 and 3 seed on the way here. The 3 seed being in his semifinal with that late takedown, number 11 in the country, James Bechter. So he's kind of putting himself on the map.
Levy, another one, looks like he knows where the weight room is at Lake Highland Prep.
Must be hard to miss.
Must have the keys. He's a slap together athlete. Folks, you're watching the Beast of the East, the 31st Beast of the East. I'm Benny Mitchell alongside Mason Lindenmuth. And we're here on the campus of the University of Delaware. You see the blue hen in the background. And as they say at Delaware game, go Hens. And welcome back to action here at 285 pounds. We got the match loaded on the laptop, and we are rocking and rolling here at 285. Jacob Levy out of Lake Highland Prep and Christian Alvarez out of St. Joe's Regional. Two athletic heavyweights tied up in the middle of the mat in the collar tie.
Levy, the 4 seed coming into the weekend, got a bit of an upset in the semifinals. Ranked number 8 in the country, took out number 7 Mark Effendi in a Faith Christian Academy.
Sit drag to a leg, mid-level, pulls it down on the edge, brings him back in. Shelfs it, needs to gather 2, gets the trip, can't finish.
Wow, great recovery there by Alvarez. So he was able to get that leg back and come up.
How many sit drags do you see at 285? I told you this kid's athletic.
Yeah, for real. And Alvarez came into the weekend unseeded, took out the 7 seed, the 2 seed, and then in the semifinals took out the 3 seed, number 11 in the country, James Bechter. Won that one with a late takedown in the 3rd period to win that match 5-4. He's putting that athleticism out on full display.
Under a minute to go here, no score. Levy did he got in deep, just couldn't finish. Takes another shot. Alvarez able to jack him up. Under 40 to go here in the 1st period. In the semis, Levy seems to be in really good condition. He was going strong at the end.
Yeah, he put the points up on Effendi, and Effendi, traditionally a really hard guy to score on, hard to open up. And he was able to put up 7 points on him. You don't see that too often.
Under 10 to go here in the 1st period. No score at 285.
A throat block for Levy, keeping Alvarez at bay, and that's how the 1st period's going to end. Scoreless after 1.
Toss is going to go red.
Levy's going to go down to start the
Here's
2nd.
That replay of that attack.
Here's the counter of Alvarez.
Alvarez almost scored on that.
Yeah, he was thinking snap, go behind. Levy was able to recover there, came up with the underhook.
And we're underway in the 2nd period. Levy quickly to his feet, to the edge.
Nice job by Alvarez, bringing him back down. Keeping that toe in bounds, just milking time off the clock. Another change I really love. I mentioned the 3-point takedown earlier in the broadcast, but I like the college out of bounds now in high school. Anything stays in bounds.
Less restarts.
Yep.
Keep the match rolling.
Gives guys a lot more opportunities to score as well. Like I would get frustrated the last few years watching high school wrestling, and guys would get it on a shot, and as soon as both knees would go out of bounds, they'd blow it dead.
Right.
And
now you just need 1 point of contact to score on the takedown. Gets to the edge. Have we scored?
Alvarez dropped back in on that ankle before Levy cleared, so still in control is Alvarez. We come back to center.
Minute 35 on the restart. Levy gets set. Alvarez covers.
Alvarez exploding underneath
Come to his feet
off
again.
every restart. Alvarez able to respond each time, bring him back down.
And we're out of bounds again. Minute 27.
Alvarez riding, but doing it the hard way. Just one mat return restart at a time. Levy, I mentioned, ranked number 8 in the country, 285 pounds. He's a senior, headed to North Carolina next season.
Oh, grabby roll. Putting him to his back.
Wow.
Alvarez able to roll out and just get an escape. Now a takedown, 4-0 lead for Levy.
What an exchange for Levy there. Hopped his hips over, kind of a cartwheel. Was darn near picking up near fall, and then just went snap, go behind.
So we see some sit drag, and we see some aerobic bottom moves out of the big guy. Setting the show up for 106.
Certainly does not wrestle like a heavyweight, I'll tell you that much.
Under a minute to go. Leading 4-0 is Jacob Levy, Lake Highland Prep. 3 matches into the night. You're watching the Beast of the East Championships here at the University of Delaware.
You've seen Alvarez do a nice job so far of being able to respond, and this is a big time for him to do that as well. 30 seconds to go in the second. He needs to find a way to get out.
Yeah, you'd like to get one here. Yeah,
with choice going into the third period.
Exactly, yeah. Levy with a 2-on-1. He's got that cross wrist.
There's the first stall warning on Alvarez. Underneath.
10 to go in the second period.
Now it's Levy doing a nice job keeping his toe in bounds, just letting that clock roll down. And it looks like that's how we're going to end this second period.
So Levy, an explosive second period there, gets a 4-0 lead, and we'll go to the third with Alvarez having choice.
Alvarez going to go down to start the third. Actually, yeah, it's Levy looking to his corner. The Lake Highland prep coach is telling him to cut Alvarez right away. And that's what Levy's going to do. He's going to give him the point.
Gives him the free release, 4-1, 2 minutes to go. So Alvarez takedown gets him right back in this match.
Yeah, still with an opportunity here, but it's Levy coming back in on the attack right away.
Circles around. We're going to step over that free. There it is. Steps over, elevates, turns to the head. Takedown Levy.
It's a great adjustment in that position for Levy. You see guys get stuck there a lot with a back hook or a crotch lock. He turned his hip heist right over to pick up the takedown. He's going to award the escape to Alvarez once again to make it 7-2. Under a minute and a half to go in the third. And it looks like Levy's feeling pretty comfortable, looking to open this one up.
He looked like he had more left in the tank after his semifinal match. Approaching a minute to go here in the third period. Levy up 7-2. Championship match at 285 pounds.
Once again, Lucas from Malvern Prep, solidifying fifth place.
Battle of 2-on-1s here for both guys as we ticked into that 1 minute mark.
Levy gets to a leg attack, lifts, goes to a double, cuts across. Oh, big man hitting a split here to keep the leg away.
Alvarez continuing to wrestle, but now head in the knee. It's going to be hard to defend this one, and Levy's going to pick up another one.
Takedown for Levy, goes up 10-2 with 40 to go here in the third period.
10-2 score.
Major decision in hand here for Levy with a ride out.
Under 30 to go, Levy with the lead. Has the cross wrist and goes back to the 1-on-1. He's looking just to ride this one out and take home a Beast Championship to Florida.
What more could you ask for Christmas?
Yeah, very, yeah. Alvarez going to give him one more chance, but Levy underhooks 2-1, and there's your champion at 285 pounds, Jacob Levy, Lake Highland Prep.
A 10-2 major decision, and Rob Cole's got to be excited about this guy coming to town next year. See the flex, man. That guy's arm's bigger than my head.
Yeah.
We're going to take a look at some highlights here from our 285-pound final. Here we see that first takedown of Levy. Well, actually, first no takedown by Levy. Saw Alvarez with the counter.
The roll.
That was that exchange. You got that escape takedown in.
That's it. There is 10-2, the champion of 285 pounds, the Beast of the East.
We're going to do the strangest transition in wrestling, back down from 285 pounds to 106 pounds, and we will be back for our final in just a moment.
And welcome back to the Beast of the East, and some notable winners here of past BCD. I got to see Kyle Snyder win his two.
Yeah, Kyle Snyder winning back probably about a decade ago, and won that Olympic gold in 2016. He's just 20 years old, and David Taylor, Olympic champion back in 2020 in Tokyo. 2021, I guess, was the COVID Olympic Games.
Right.
But a lot of notable winners here. Those are just two of the many that went on to win Olympic gold.
A lot of big names have passed through this gym.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy to think about when I was back in high school watching this tournament, or middle school, just all the guys that would go on to be really successful in college and then on the international scene.
Taking a break here while they award some medals out at
currently
190 pounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2024 medalists here at the Beast of the East at 190 pounds.
Top 8 make the podium here at the Beast of the East.
Yep, all the guys currently wrestling down on the floor will be standing on the podium. We've got our first, third, fifth, and seventh place matches going on.
So we're going to go from the biggest weight class, biggest size weight class, to the littlest as we swing around to 106 pounds. Justin Farnsworth out of Malvern Prep versus Nico Emili out of Bethlehem Catholic.
There's my man Andy Hamilton with the camera. Former teammate of mine in the corner for Malvern Prep, Ben Toohey, the glasses on. Former teammate of mine at Penn State.
In 8th place, from Malvern Prep, Solana.
We're finishing up our 190-pound awards, it seems like.
Doing awards.
Alex Smith. In 6th place, from Faith Christian Academy, Jason Singer. In 5th place, from Brecksville, Riley McPherson. In 4th place, from Northfield Mount Hermon, Dylan Greenstein.
Now hitting the 215-pound award stand.
So it looks like they're going to do 2 weight classes at a time here on the podium.
In 2nd place, from Blair Academy.
£6 pounds.
The top seed here, Justin Farnsworth, ranked number 9 in the country at 106 pounds, a sophomore for Malvern Prep. Was an Ironman runner-up 2 weeks ago. You see him working out of the underhook.
Farnsworth in the pinstripe singlet. Emili in the gold.
Farnsworth, I got to watch him quite a bit at Ironman. He does a nice job when he gets down in the short offense, just controlling elbows.
We're going to get a stalemate with 1:17 to go in the first.
In that final against Caleb Noble, the number 1 guy in the country, they got in that position a lot.
Oh, gets the ankle pick off the whistle, in on a high cross, looking to cut across to a double, does so, and gets the takedown. 3-0 lead for Farnsworth.
Yeah, good, clean attack there for Farnsworth. Didn't waste any time getting to his finish. That's something I'll say about Emili. You mentioned that semifinal, the 14-2 major decision looked really impressive. If you give him time to scramble, he's going to, and he's really, really good in scrambles, so quick finishes are the way to go with him. Farnsworth working with that head lever.
Approaching 30 to go here in the first period. 3-0 lead for Farnsworth. And stall call on bottom.
It's the first warning on Emili. There's not a whole lot he can do currently with that head lever and tight waist for Farnsworth. Farnsworth's got a real deep tight waist.
10 to go here in the first period.
Emili was thinking switch, but Farnsworth does a nice job just dropping down to the ankle, is able to recover, and that's how the first period's going to end.
3-0 lead for Justin Farnsworth, the #1 seed here at the Beast of the East. Live from the campus of the University of Delaware here in the Bob Carpenter Center. Farnsworth is going to go bottom to start the second.
See if Emili can get anything going on top.
Second period, same score, Farnsworth 3, Emili heading into the second.
Short sit right away for Farnsworth, almost put himself in trouble.
He did. Got a wrist and a half. And then goes behind.
Emili switching sides, now going tight waist chop. Close to near fall.
Looking to get that tilt here. I also like the new back point system, the 2, the 3, the 4.
Just makes the most sense, right?
Yeah, you get a nice dump off the whistle and you're up 7-0.
Really has changed high school wrestling in a good way, in my opinion.
I agree. Saw a match opening week of the season. 44 points put on the board between the two wrestlers.
They can come quick. No lead is safe anymore. That's what I really like about it.
Get a potentially, no.
Emili doing a nice job recovering here as his hips are starting to slide off, but Farnsworth staying with it as he's under that heel, looking to leg slip.
Comes out into an attack. He's going to circle out and get the escape. Go up 4-0 with 52 seconds to go in the second period.
So Emili drives him out of bounds. Farnsworth, new to Malvern Prep this season. Last year as a freshman wrestled for Germantown Academy, where he was 8th at the National Preps. Clearly has made a big jump since that transfer over to Malvern Prep in the offseason. 9-1 on the season. The lone loss coming to the #1 guy in the country, Caleb Noble, in that Ironman final, loss in sudden victory, 4-1. On some blood time here.
Yeah, blood stoppage here. Three other matches going on in the background. There's your 3rd place match, 5th place match, and your 7th place matches. And the sun just hit that window. Wow.
Yep, setting it right in the perfect spot to be in our eyes.
Back underway in the second period. 4-0 lead for Justin Farnsworth.
Emili starting to pick up that pace already. Curious to see if he elects to go down in the 3rd period as Farnsworth put on a tough ride. As Farnsworth looking to duck.
20 to go here in the second period.
This guy's kind of in a 50-50 over-under position. Gonna be hard to work out of here. That's how, we're gonna get stalemate.
With 9 to go. Under 5. And we're going to end this second period with a 4-0 lead for Justin Farnsworth from Malvern Prep.
It's Emili's choice, and he's going to go neutral. Probably the smart move on his part. Don't want to get slowed down underneath. We saw Farnsworth put on that tough ride at the end of the first period after picking up the takedown. It's Farnsworth that gets the underhook right away.
3rd period, championship.
106-pound championship here at the Beast of the East. Our 4th match of the night. Started at 190. We're going to roll around and finish at 175. Underhook on the left side by Farnsworth. Goes to a far ankle.
Wow.
Flex 2. No
Nice.
call yet. And there's the takedown.
Yeah, a little late on the call there, but great attack there for Farnsworth.
Just threw up the underhook, went far ankle.
Amelia looking to kick over, and Farnsworth just stayed persistent, kept with it, and got the other ankle.
Amelia able to come out front, gets the escape. Makes it a 7-1 match with 1:20 to go.
So if Amelia looks to work out of here, possibly look Mixer. Trails by 6.
Reaches across for that cross wrist.
Farnsworth controlling both elbows, and we're going to get a stalemate with 1:05 to go. As we mentioned, that 3-point takedown, 4-point near fall, 1 feet to back here for Amelia could do it.
Could win the match, correct.
So Farnsworth getting back to the underhook. On that left side, jacking it up, gets back in on the single leg. Shin wizard for Amelia.
A couple years ago, that shin wizard was indefensible. Now you're seeing more technique. Saw a lot of guys come out of it and score takedowns this weekend.
Yeah, wrestling's certainly evolving more and more every year. As we get a potentially dangerous Amelia looking to pass the leg. Farnsworth just batted down on both ankles. Got 30 seconds to go. Now, if you're Amelia, you got to just go for broke here.
Yeah.
So he's jacking up double overs.
22 to go. Maybe looking foot sweep here. No, you go back to the under. Takes him to the edge. Lat drop. Not there. Takedown for Farnsworth. He goes up 10-1. He's going to build the major decision here with a couple swipes. And Farnsworth is your 106-pound beast of the East champion. 12-1. Major decision.
Got to respect Amelia for going for it late there. See some guys just kind of wait it out. But it wasn't enough. Impressive performance all week for Justin Farnsworth. And
Farnsworth impressed me in the semis, impressed me in the finals. Big future for this sophomore out of Malvern Prep.
Heck yeah.
Now we're going to go to the exciting Bachmans. But first we're going to see some highlights here from the 106-pound championship.
So that first takedown by Farnsworth in that first period, just quick finish. Here's that
cross ankle.
Second period, threw it up and got both ankles. Another impressive performance after a runner-up finish at Ironman. But up next, we're going to see #1 in the country, Fred Bachman, and probably my favorite matchup of the afternoon against Ryland Seacrest. So tune in for a 113-pound final coming up next. Okay, just let us know.
Wrestling for third place from Sussex Central, Malachi Stratton. From Phillips Academy, his opponent, Julian Rios. Wrestling for fifth place, 113 pounds from Long Beach, Dunia Sibomana. His opponent from Saucon Valley, Carter Chunko. Wrestling for seventh place today, from St. Joseph Regional, Charles Esposito. His opponent from Cranford, Michael Daly. Let's meet our finalists, Ryan Seacrest from Brooksville.
And we're back. Early first period here at 113 pounds. Fred Bachman of Faith Christian versus Rylan Seacrest. And this is the match you were looking forward to.
Yeah, sorry, came in a little late on this one, but is Bachman controlling ground early? Seacrest already warned for stalling in a scoreless match. Bachman, #1 in the country, is just a freshman. Won Super 32 back in October and Ironman a couple weeks ago. A U17 world silver medalist for Puerto Rico, him and both his brother Joe, who we'll see up next. Well, Seacrest, he had a big win in his semifinal over Dunia Simbamana, #8 guy in the country, won that one 6-2, picked up 2 takedowns in that match.
20 to go here in the first period, no score yet. Bachmans are tough with that slide by to their leg attack.
Really good when they get pressure back from guys. Bachman's doing a nice job of controlling ground, though. He's had Seacrest up against the edge this entire period. No points to show for it, but earned that stall warning on Seacrest, and we're going to end scoreless after 1. Flip the disc. Seacrest's choice. He's going to defer to Bachman. Bachman's going to go down. That semifinal against Simbamana, Seacrest took neutral to start the third period. He's going to cut Bachman right away. Doesn't want to mess around on the mat.
That was a battle, their semifinal. I think you had that one. That was a battle over there on mat, too.
Yeah, it was 1-0 Simbamana going into the third period. And Seacrest took neutral. Was able to pick up 2 takedowns. Win that one 6-2.
$1-0 lead for Bachman here from Faith Christian Academy. In the black and white singlet, green ankle band.
Heck of a 1-2 punch for Faith Christian. Is a snap and drag attempt for Seacrest. Now it's Bachman dropping in on a single leg. Seacrest able to down block that one, but we're back over on the edge. See Fred's older brother Joe up next. He's a returning Beast of the East champion. These guys are very dynamic, score a lot of points for Faith Christian.
Approaching a minute to go here in the second period, 1-0 lead for Bachman.
It's continuing to just control center.
Yeah, and keep him on the edge.
Staying low. Gotta believe Seacrest is mindful of that pressure back into Bachman, doesn't want to give up that slide by.
Approaching 30 to go here in the second period. Snap attempt by Seacrest, shot by Bachman, goes out of bounds with 27.
Good little exchange there by those guys. Seacrest has not really been able to sniff much yet. Bachman, another guy really hard to get to. Stays low in that 3 or 4 point stance. Has that life-threatening slide by. Him and his brother both.
Yeah, both of them hit it in their semifinals match on their first scores.
Watched Joe last year win a lot of matches with that slide by, and Fred's fallen close behind in his footsteps. So that's how we're going to end period number 2. It's Seacrest's choice.
He's going neutral.
And once again, he's going to go neutral. Believes in his neutral wrestling, and this is how he won his semifinal. He's got an opportunity to prove it here against the top guy in the country. Seacrest, a junior committed to Arizona State.
Bachman does a good job of keeping distance at his ties. You see he's fully extended out.
Yeah, he's
and athletic enough to drop down to that 4-point stance when he has to.
Keeps those legs back as well. It just makes it impossible to get to a leg attack. How much space there is between his legs and his upper body. Now it's Bachman kind of retreating, taking his foot off the gas a little bit here. See if Seacrest able to capitalize with just over a minute to go.
Seacrest starting to pick up the pace here a little bit at the minute mark of the third period.
Bachman, an Iron Man, I believe he won 3 straight matches by 1 point, so he knows how to win the close ones.
At the edge, 44 to go.
Seacrest with a football tie. It's the back of the head and the chin, trying to pull Bachman down, but it's going to have to clear it.
30 to go here in the third period. 1-0 lead for Fred Bachman.
No stall warnings on Bachman. So he can afford to evade a little bit here. Seacrest hasn't really been able to threaten so far.
And winning 7th place by major decision from St. Joseph.
15 seconds, tries to get to a leg attack. Bachman able to circle away. Good job of circling back inbounds to avoid a stall call.
Seacrest trying to get him to meet him in the middle. He gets it on the single leg to Seacrest. Short time, looks to go limp arm, but gonna run out of time.
Clock was not Seacrest's friend on that one. A 1-0 Beast of the East championship for Fred Bachman of Faith Christian Academy.
Yeah, an interesting way to do it, but Bachman gets another major tournament title win. Now he's racked off Super 32 Ironman and Beast of the East. As just a freshman, he's one of the hottest guys in the country right now.
Right. And we're going to see his big brother up next.
We're going to check some highlights here. You see Bachman just did a really nice job early in the match, controlling center, put the pressure on Seacrest. Seacrest just really wasn't able to figure anything out until late there. Almost was able to go limp arm there for the finish, but just ran out of time. And we're going to see Fred's older brother, Joe Bachman, up next. 2 returning Pennsylvania State champions as he takes on Landon Sidden. And we'll be back shortly with our 120-pound final. And we're back here. You can see the graphic up. Beast of the East giving back. they've had the opportunity to give back over $1.2 million in scholarships to this tournament over the last 32 years, as well as adding a girls tournament. And
well, and that scholarship for these Delaware kids is awesome. My son was able to win one of those in 2012, went on to wrestle in college, and then now coaching here in this tournament. But he was one of the recipients of those scholarships. And 5 kids a year from the state of Delaware get scholarships from this tournament.
Yeah, it's really, really awesome opportunities they give these guys, and always put on a great event as well. As you see, added a girls tournament just a few years ago.
Yeah, girls tournament now, 2-day event.
Yeah.
It was a 1-day for the first years, now a 2-day event.
Yeah, I was able to get to watch some of those finals. It was exciting crop. All right, and we'll be back in just a moment with our 120-pound final. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
In Ladies and gentlemen, the time on sportsmanship award in the center.
They're gonna talk. And welcome back. 120 pounds. Joe Bachman, Faith Christian Academy, Landon Sidden of Norwin. And another exciting bout coming up here. And, of course, whenever the Bachmans are on the match, it's excitement.
Yeah, top 12 matchup here in the country at 120 pounds. Two returning Pennsylvania state champions. Bachman last year down 106 pounds in the AA class, while Sidden at 113 pounds in the AAA class. Both sophomores. Bachman number 5 at 120. Sidden number 12. Looks like Bachman caught a
thumb to the
eye
eye
poke there.
And back wrestling here at 120 pounds. First place match here at the Beast of the East.
Bachman, a returning Beast of the East champion. He was 38-0 last year as a freshman, won Ironman Beast of the East, escaped the Rock, Pennsylvania state title. While Sidden, he was third here a year ago.
Bachman, just an impressive resume after 1 year of wrestling.
Yeah, he's currently undefeated in his career. Bachman sitting at 45-0. He's 7-0 this year. Just like his brother Joe, can threaten from a lot of different areas. Good speed to legs.
Has that dangerous slide by that they both use.
Sidden, he's more of a brawler. Really good at a short offense and tough on top.
45 to go here in the first period. No score.
Hessian Bachman 45-0 in his career. Sidden 50-2. One of those losses at the Beast a year ago where he came back and avenged it on the backside before taking third place. So both guys staying low. Now low single for Bachman.
Almost got that ankle there.
Good recovery for Sidden. You see the speed there for Bachman.
That's going to take us to the end of the first period, and coin toss coming up.
No score after one. Good action. It's going to be nope. Bachman's choice to start the second. He's going to go down. Tried to guess that one based on what I could see from here.
The reaction, yeah. So Bachman will go bottom position. Sidden will cover it. We got a whistle, and we're starting in the second period. 0-0 here at 120 pounds.
Mentioned Sidden really tough on top. See if he can get to work. Bachman goes to elbow roll. Don't see Bachman get ridden much. Here's a guy that can do it. It's Landon Sidden. See him working on that head lever on the left side.
Just a claw roll by Bachman. Sidden quick to recover. Minute 20 to go here in the second period. Another roll by Bachman.
Sidden's doing a really nice job of following that roll. See some guys, they'll bail there, but Sidden not panicking. Bachman's just going one side then the other, and it pays off because he earns his escape.
And when you say earn, he earns that one. Sidden did not want to get him back on his feet, but under a minute to go, 1-0 lead for Joe Bachman.
Probably pulled off 7 or 8 rolls back to back there. Did Bachman to get that one. So both guys staying low once again as we're back neutral.
Low score, but a lot of action so far in this match.
I expected this one to be a little bit more calculated. They're both good at this, pretty much the same things. Counter scores and tough riding. Both hard to get to as well. As you see Joe, just like his brother Fred, staying down in that 3-point stance, keeping those legs back.
Almost gets that ankle again.
Yeah, for a 120-pounder, he was 106 last year. He's got some long arms, got a lot of reach to get to those ankles.
End of the second period, 1-0 lead for Bachman. Sidden's going to take bottom.
So Bachman can put on a ride here. Very tough in the top position in his own right. Good with tilts and also a leg ride.
Gets to that chop right away, tight waist, gets him breaking down. Sidden rises to his feet, isolates the hand, looking to cut and scores. Right on the edge, out of bounds, stall call on Bachman.
That was a quick one, in my opinion.
We call them aggressive stall calls.
Yeah, he was not waiting on that one. So that changes the strategy here if you're Bachman. You're warned now. You don't want to put too much effort into this ride if it's going to cost you another warning. Now it's Sidden going short sit, sealing off.
Comes to his feet, looking to isolate the hand. Lift by Bachman. And they go out of bounds, roll, no change. Sidden's still down. Minute 29 to go. He trails 1-0.
Sidden's definitely going to make Bachman earn this as well if he's going to be able to ride him out. He's a very aggressive guy. He's not going to stop moving underneath here.
Does a nice job sliding that knee up, getting to a sit.
Good follow. Now looking to throw that leg in.
And gets the escape. Both these wrestlers hard-earned 1 point on the board. It's 1-1.
Yeah, pretty dead even here. Keep in mind, though, Bachman does have that stall warning.
Under a minute to go here in the third period, 1-1. That 120-pound championship of the Beast of the East.
If either guy takes the risk here late in the third, or if they're resigned to sudden victory. Got some blood.
The elbow of Sidden. While we're on this blood time, a couple of awards they give out here at the Beast of the East. One is the Sportsmanship Award that picked by the referees. They just awarded it during our commercial timeout. Mount St. Joe's out of Baltimore was selected by the referees as to win the Sportsmanship Award here at the Beast of the East. And then they also have out the Governor's Cup, which goes out to the top Delaware team. And this year it was Cesar Rodney with a half-a-point lead over Slays-Annam. They're 1-3 in the state. Slays-Annam will be a number 1 in the state here in Delaware.
Wow.
Cesar Rodney number 3. So Cesar Rodney edges the Sows here for the Governor's Cup. And we're back underway with 40 seconds to go in the third, 1-1.
Sidden, you got to be mindful of that looming slide by. I don't want to pressure too much into Bachman. As he gets his snaps going.
20 seconds to go. And Bachman, you got to be careful. In these last 20 seconds, he's like lightning in a bottle. He can strike and strike quickly.
Yeah, for sure, as he looks to stab back at that low ankle.
So we're going to go into some extra wrestling here. Overtime match at 120.
1 minute on the clock, sudden victory. Any score will win here.
And keep in mind, Bachman has the stall call.
Yeah, if you were warned again, that would end the match.
He has to be mindful of keeping his back to the center.
This is sudden victory. First points win.
They're going to keep this in the center of the mat. Maybe decided on a takedown. 40 to go.
Haven't seen Sidden really fire off a leg attack to this point.
Oh, he gets to the ankle.
Back to it, belly whizzer for Sidden. It's Bachman rolling through now. He's got him in crackdown position.
He's got 20 to go to get this takedown.
Sidden tight with that chest lock. Bachman trying to step over.
10 to go. Wants to pass that right arm.
Now Sidden going splits with short time to go.
What a shot. What defense there to end that overtime period.
Great defense by Sidden. Now we're going to head to the tiebreakers. Both guys will get choice in these 30-second tiebreakers. Sidden's choice first. He's going to go down. If the score is tied after these two 30-second tiebreakers, we will head to an ultimate tiebreaker where it would be Bachman's choice as he scored the first point of the match. This is where a stall call could really play into factor as well.
Right.
Bachman's not going to be able to just drop down to an ankle.
30 seconds on the clock. First of the twin 30s. Gets to a sit right away. Comes to his feet. Puts on the hand fight. Takes him to the edge. Out of bounds. 23 seconds on the restart.
You got to believe Sidden's going to go full sprint here. Getting a little high now is Bachman. He's got the side headlock. He's going to keep that tight. Sidden trying to circle out.
There we go. Up, comes up.
Bachman pinching on that side headlock.
Stalemate. 6 seconds to go. 4 seconds to go. The clock's still running.
I feel like that might have torched Bachman's grip. You see him stretching out the fingers.
Right. 7 on the clock.
Bachman's lucky there. They probably could have warned him for stalling as he was just kind of pinching on with that side headlock. Goes right back to it. Sidden rolls, but Bachman keeps ahead. Peterson. I think
say time was out.
I think time was out. Probably going to talk this over the officials with the table. I believe time was out.
So it'll be Bachman's choice. He's on
They're
the
gonna
bottom.
they're going to keep the reversal.
Oh.
Wow.
They get the reversal. 3-1 lead for Sidden.
Well, that's huge for Sidden. If you're him, no stall warnings on Sidden. Ride as much as you can, but don't give up the possibility of giving up that reversal. Bachman gets up to his feet right away.
3-2. 25 on the clock.
Now Bachman's got to come. No stall warnings for Sidden. And there's the first one just like that with 15 to go. Now Sidden's really got to stay engaged.
Needs to circle back.
He's backed
Does not get
straight
that
out.
one.
Just 8 to go. See if Bachman's able to make some magic here in a short time. Sidden
Sidden in on a shot.
is able to get to the leg. Masterful job.
Landon Sidden, your beast of the East champ, 120, and lets out the roar.
Man, that was a chess match, majority of it, but Sidden was able to come up with the king. We're going to head to some highlights from that one. An exciting 120-pound
Low scoring, but a lot of highlights.
Yeah, absolutely. You see that side headlock. That Peterson that got Sidden the reversal in the first 30-second tiebreaker. And there you see the Norwin coach is fired up in the corner. And what a job by Sidden to drop it on that leg, knowing Bachman's just going to be coming forward. Really knew what he was doing there. Coming up next year, 126-pound final. We're going to stay right here. These guys are ready to go. 126-pound final here, the 2024 Beast of the East. We got #1 Anthony Knox out of St. John Vianney in the black and white singlet green ankle band. He's taking on Keanu Dillard of Bethlehem Catholic, #6 guy in the country, in the Golden Brad singlet red ankle bands.
Knox, impressive semifinal win. He just aggressive attacks the whole match.
Knox looking for his 3rd title, the Beast of the East here this afternoon. 3-time Super 32 champ, 3-time New Jersey State champion, the only competitor to win 4 matches at Who's Number 1. Headed to Cornell next season. Dillard, a junior, is a 2-time PIAA AAA state champion. See Knox get to the single, easy finish for Knox.
Take down Knox, O's up 3-0. This is how his semifinal went. Sometimes it's almost effortless looking with him.
He makes it look easy. He's got a lot of good wins in his career. Dillard, in his own right, a U17 world silver medalist this summer. See Knox showing optional start. Gonna keep the offense going. See escape for Dillard, make it 3-1.
The 3-1 lead here for Dillard, or for, Knox, in the black singlet, representing St. John's Vianney, and gets a poke to the eye.
He is the #1 kid at 126 pounds. A 3-time New Jersey
And he's going to get right back to wrestling.
3-time region champion.
Knox, #6 pound for pound in the country. Pretty high up on the class of 2025 big board. Collecting himself here, shaking that one off. We're back to action with 45 to go in the first.
Is a commitment to Cornell University.
You're watching the Beast of the East Championship live from the University of Delaware in the Bob Carpenter Center here in Newark.
He is a junior from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, a 2-time PIAA.
Dillard was tested in his semifinal, won that one, an ultimate tiebreaker with the ride out over Vincenzo Anello of Blair Academy.
Shot by Knox, gets in, switches to a double.
And that's
Take
Knox's
that.
best attack right there, that left-handed high crotch. Scores out on just about everybody. And you saw that quick finish there.
Up 6-1 going into the second period. Dillard will defer, and Knox will go bottom.
Dillard committed to Lehigh. Just a junior. Knox getting up to his feet right away. Dillard brings him back down. Dillard, a tough rider.
And gets the escape. 7-1 lead for Anthony Knox.
Two hit at Super 32 in the semis last fall. It was Knox coming away with a pretty dominant win. Pretty familiar with one another. Dillard's got to find a way to get to his own offense against a guy that doesn't really give you a whole lot of opportunities to.
Center of the mat, under a minute 20 to go here in the second period. 7-1 lead for Anthony Knox.
Knox has had 5 tech falls and a fall so far in this tournament.
He's almost untested here. Oh, gets it on another shot. Takedown, Knox, out of bounds. 10-1 lead with a minute to go in the second.
Nice little head in the center double leg for Knox. Caught Dillard reaching. He's showing optional start once again. Dillard's not an easy guy to put points on. Really, really good on his feet, really good on top. No escape awarded there. As Knox came right back in. Dillard was an Ironman runner-up a couple weeks ago to his former teammate Nate Desmond. number 4 guy in the country. Lost that one in ultimate tiebreakers. Like, he's right there with the best guys in the country.
Right.
And Knox is pouring it on.
10-2 lead for Knox.
Dillard
Knox,
throwing.
great job moving, changing levels, getting in on shots.
Back to that lefty high crotch, but they call it out. Must have just stepped out. It looked good from here.
29 to go here, second period. 126-pound Beast of the East Championship.
113-pounders, please make your way down to the podium. 120-pounders, make your way down to the awards podium. 113, 120 to the awards podium.
Go back to that left-sided high C is Knox.
Creates lots of motion, up and down, side to side, gets it on a sweep.
One way and then the other.
Picks it up mid-level. Time runs out. 10-2 lead for Anthony Knox going into the third.
Dillard's choice to start the third period. Well, he's probably going to go down, and that is his choice. Knox really not really showing it, but he's also really good on top. Has some good turns out of spiral half. Dillard up to his feet, controlling hand. Knox going to hit that front trip, bring him back down.
Knox keeping the toes in. Kill off some time. Minute 44 to go in the match. He did this in the semis. He made it look like he was going to coast to the end and then turns it on about midway through the third period.
Yeah, I don't know if he's typically ever satisfied with just a decision win. Even major decision. He's always looking for that next bonus point. And certainly Cornell staff has to be so excited to get this guy in the room next year. There's that roll through half attempt for Knox. Almost got himself in trouble. Going to give Dillard the escape.
10-3 is your score. Minute 30 to go in the third. Shot attempt on the edge. Great shot there right over the referee's shoulder, seeing what the referee sees there on the edge of the mat.
Just kind of hanging out on the edge here. Both guys. Knox trying to circle himself back in. See if he pushes for a late takedown. I believe he probably will, but Dillard trying to get himself back in it as well.
Again, after 126, we'll do our awards ceremony for 113 and 120. 113 and 120.
Approaching 30 to go in the match.
They spent a lot of time just right in this corner here. Knox continuing to circle himself back in, just let that clock roll.
$20 to go. Knox, there's that left-hand high cross, switches to a double, gets a late takedown, goes up 13-3.
Seems like he was just waiting for the perfect time. A short time to go, and that's how it's going to finish. Anthony Knox gets his third Beast of the East title, bonus his way through. He's fired up as you see him give himself
two impressive matches here this afternoon by him.
Yeah, from start to finish. Number one guy in the country leaves unscathed. Jump to some highlights here. Single leg finish for Knox early. One of those left-handed high crotches for Knox. You see Dillard trying to roll, but Knox was ready for it. Here's that big double leg on the edge. A lot of these, you see how good of a job he is too, mindful of keeping his toes in bounds.
Kind of like a wide receiver in football, drag
the toes. Up next, we're going to see our 132-pound final between Aaron Seidel and Tyler DeKraker. Stay tuned, guys. We'll be back in just a moment.
And we're back. Time for the 132-pound match. I'm Benny Mitchell with Mason Lindemuth. Here live from the University of Delaware Beast of the East Championships in the Bob Carpenter Center.
Got some sandstorm rolling in now.
Yeah.
Best pre-match ritual song of all time.
And we have Aaron Seidel, the number 1 seed, against unseeded Tyler DeCracker.
Yeah, interesting development with that. DeCracker, number 6 in the country, but he's missed a lot of time prior to this season and came in as the 78th seed in this bracket. Had to go through a pretty tough road where he hit the number 2 seed in the second round. And he's been tested along the way quite a bit, but he's found a way to get himself here. Seidel, just a pro. He's number 2 in the country down at 126 pounds. It's a senior, while DeCracker a junior. This should just be a
Hold up there. I don't know if it's not load matches game because the referees stand by the table.
moment away from getting to it here, I believe. Unless we're having some loading issues again.
Get your wrestlers wrestling.
Here we go, 132 pounds. DeCraker in the black and white singlet, Chantilly. And Seidel in the Northern Lebanon blue and gold.
Seidel, a senior, 3-time Pennsylvania AA state champion. Headed to Virginia Tech next season, while DeCraker just the junior. Committed to Ohio State, number 6 in the country at 132 pounds. Seidel, it's kind of been a tale of two different tournaments for these guys. Seidel got a forfeit in his first match and then has had 3 technical falls and a first period fall to get to the final, while DeCraker, as I mentioned in the intro, he missed a lot of time prior to this season, came in as the 78 seed, and had to go through a tough road where he saw the 2 seed in the second round, won that one 7-4, won over the 6 seed in his quarterfinal 4-2, and then a 1-0 win over number 14 in the country, Patrick O'Keefe, in the semis. So he's battle tested at this point. He's got another big test here against Aaron Seidel.
Saw this Chantilly team last weekend down at in Maryland, and them and St. Peter's Prep battled. St. Peter's Prep ended up pulling away, winning the Real tournament. But Chantilly had a great showing down there. A lot of Maryland private schools, Delaware public, the top Delaware public schools down there.
See Seidel working out of his hand fight. Seidel has matured a lot over his career. Freshman and sophomore year, he's down at 106 and like a pretty undersized 106. Just finding ways to win matches and seem to grow a lot physically and just maturity-wise in his wrestling. We're going to end the first period scoreless.
Just like it started, 0-0. We'll move to the second.
For Tyler DeCraker, Hazel Jr. from Chantilly, and Chantilly, Virginia. 12 wins, no losses this year.
DeCraker's choice to start the second. He's going to go down. This is where Seidel opens up a lot of his matches. Really good on top. Obviously, he's developed a lot in all 3 positions, but he's always been really good on top with his turns. His tight waist chop puts a lot of pressure on guys' hands and head. Seidel was a finalist here a year ago. It was actually the main event against number 1 at the time, Leo DeLuca, at 120 pounds. Fell in that final, just one of his only 2 losses in his entire career. You see now going tight waist chop, looking for near fall swipes.
Yep, so the referee says no, I got one off.
Seidel staying glued to him there on the edge, now working with a half. Keeps himself in bounds.
And we go out of bounds, restart with 1:11 on the clock.
DeCraker got a little bit of a break there. It looked like Seidel kept that right foot in the whole time.
Yeah. That's the almost out of bounds whistle.
Yep, just close enough.
Right.
49 seconds down in this period. Seidel looking tough in the top position. He's a Super 32 champ last year, runner-up to the guy we just saw in our last bout, Anthony Knox, at both Who's Number 1 and Super 32.
Oh, roll comes forward.
Roll for
That's the
DeCraker.
low leg. Great recovery by Seidel.
Both guys in 50-50 here with far ankle. Looks like DeCraker rushed it and let go of the far ankle, and Seidel's able to come out on top. Still in the top position.
Out of bounds, 51 seconds when we restart.
See that a lot with especially high school level guys getting that far ankle scramble position, and they feel like they're in good position because they got like the hip height and they let go of that far ankle, and it loses almost every time if you let go of that far ankle with another guy still down on yours. Got to just stay patient in that position. And that's what won Seidel the position, but DeCraker looking to roll over, jump over once again.
There.
Seidel slides the leg in.
Seidel rides like a backpack here.
This ain't his first rodeo, as they say.
Right. Big mat return.
DeCraker rolling again, possibly looking to pass a leg. Not always the most advisable thing underneath. Seidel able to get him broken down flat with just 10 seconds to go in the period. Looks like Kraker has conceded this one. He made Seidel earn that ride out.
He
Absolutely.
did. So we're going to move to the third period. No score. Seidel's going to take bottom.
Had a few of DeKraker's matches this weekend. He's also really good in the top position with his leg ride and power half. So Seidel's got to be ready for that off the whistle, because that left leg's coming in at DeKraker as soon as it can. Seidel trying to seal off here. Catches the leg coming in. DeKraker able to still force it in.
Goes half on the far side.
He is mean with his power half, and that semifinal win over Patrick O'Keefe. Won that one 1-0. It was a full period ride out for DeKraker, and he about ripped O'Keefe's arm off.
Minute 30 here in the third.
Seidel's got to be smart here too and not give up stall warnings. The power half position is one where you can make your opponent look bad.
Yes.
He's being inactive. He's going to get a stalemate there. Restart. DeKraker not happy with that restart as he's talking to the official.
Minute 15 to go. 0-0 here in the third period, and he's going to put him up.
Interesting choice there. I mean, Rideout could keep him in the match, but I guess he's just trying to go for the win here. He's got a really good slide by with that left hand. Seidel's looking to drop in on the single. See him keep going for that slide by.
Takes in the underhook.
DeKraker really picking up his pace now.
Under a minute to go. 1-0 lead for Aaron Seidel.
No stall warnings on Seidel. We're going to get stoppage for blood. Looks like on Seidel. It's like we mentioned with the Bachman brothers. Seidel's got to be mindful putting that right hand up. You see DeKraker just throwing slide bys left and right at him after giving up that escape. DeKraker collecting himself there. Looks like we're going to get the infamous double nose plug
there
for Seidel.
Go. That's just before tape around the head.
Yep. I'd rather that than the tape around the face.
Right.
That is probably one of the worst things in wrestling. The old nose job.
It must be bleeding out both sides.
Yep. Coming right through.
Trying to corkscrews that baby up in there.
Poke the brain. All right, getting it cleaned up and should be back to action here.
Well, I saw the referee point. He made a circular motion with his finger.
So it's everywhere?
It's everywhere. And on a red mat.
Can't even see it. Just let him go. These have been some close finals.
Yes.
Pretty much every one of them just come down to the wire. Been a whole lot of takedowns either. Takedown's been at a premium this afternoon. There's a caution issued on Seidel. I believe that was his first.
45 to go in the match. 1-0 lead for Seidel.
See, he gets to his underhook.
Oh, duck! But can't finish. 35. Keeping those hands and feet moving is DeKraker.
He's taking him back. You see a stall warning coming here. Slide by attempt again. Seidel drops it on the single. DeKraker has any counter here. Seidel in good position.
Approaching 10 seconds to go in the match.
DeKraker, you got to give yourself an opportunity. Try something here, but Seidel's just going to crack it down here.
Get the late takedown. Goes up 4-0, and that's the match. Aaron Seidel, your Beast of the East champion at 132 pounds with a 4-0 decision.
Good finish there. Didn't just check out of the match. Dropped it on a leg and comes up with the finish to close it out. Seidel picks up another title. He's first at the Beast. After finishing as the runner-up last year.
Here he is, your champion, Aaron Seidel.
The Hokies got themselves a good one coming next season. Cut to a quick highlight here. Here's Seidel's shot attempt. Close to that slide by for DeCraker. There was that furious pace in the third period of DeCraker, giving himself a lot of opportunities to score. That's how that one finished. We're gonna stay right here with you guys for our next final up at 138 pounds.
This Caden, I'm probably going to butcher this name. I'll try not to. Ricciardi, St. Peter's Prep, dominant wrestler. I watched him last week, watched him this week. And he's up against, who you got?
Carson
Walsh.
Pope John, and it's Ricciardi coming
Quickly
right in on the single.
Ricciardi blew through the Ray Oliver tournament last weekend down in Owens Mills, Maryland.
And he's wasting no time here. Two takedowns. Returning New Jersey State champion is Ricciardi.
Headed to the Navy, correct?
Yes, headed to the Navy. Ranked number 5 in the country at 138 pounds.
Back in on that leg again.
Already a really fun guy to watch. Mixes it up. Gets in a lot of scrambles.
Reaches over, gets the takedown. 9-2. Lead for Ricciardi.
In that last match, I was saying takedowns are at a premium this afternoon, but Ricciardi making me eat my words early in this one. Now he's working with this claw and wrist ride, picking up near fall swipes. He's got to be careful not put himself in danger there, but he's able to recover. Now it's going to make it 13-2.
Picks up 3 backs, 2 backs, goes up 11-2.
I thought he got the full 3 there, or 4, my bad.
11-2 lead, 20 seconds to go into the first period. He ends matches quickly, I'll tell you.
Yeah, he's always been a fun guy to watch. Got the opportunity to watch him at this tournament the last 4 years, and I believe he was a champion here last season. Walsh trying to roll him through, just going to run out of time as Ricciardi as he was looking to end this one with a cradle. St. Peter's Prep coaches in the corner, they get real fired up.
Yeah.
Especially watching this guy. He's going to go neutral to start the second period.
9-point lead here for Ricciardi. Out of New Jersey, St. Peter's Prep.
I believe it's Ricciardi. That's how I've always heard it. Hopefully, I'm not an idiot. It's Walsh that gets it on the single leg, looking to cut it back.
They're just throwing all those extra letters in there to fool us, right?
Yeah, just cause.
Okay. Whizzer by Ricciardi. And going to get a stoppage for potentially dangerous. Back to their feet, minute 34 to go here in the second period. Front head. Ricciardi circles out of it. Steady after that right left leg.
Get a little headgear adjustment there for Ricciardi. Back to action. Already been pretty dominant up top. Came as the top seed. Had a interesting match in his quarterfinal against Anthony Mutarelli of Council Rock North. It was pretty close for a while, but closed it out with a takedown and near fall. As you see him continuing to attack.
He just does. He gets that elbow pass and just chases that left leg. And there he is. He's got it.
Not always the prettiest, but he never stops attacking.
14-2.
Well, Walsh,
He's always moving forward, and it's hard to defend a guy like that.
it is, man, when they're coming at you like a banshee.
Here he goes. I'd call this the Oki bar if he gets in the other underhook. Nope, now he's just going to go straight mixer.
Elbow getting a little high there for Walsh, and he's in
That's
trouble.
That's a pin for Riccardi in the finals. Beast champion.
He left no doubt in that one. Went after it right away.
I would say he's probably on a lot of people's list, maybe for OW here today.
I would say so. Performance of the finals so far, in my opinion. He's fired up. He's out of here.
Head back across the bridge, back into New Jersey, and get ready for next week.
Got some highlights coming your way. Riccardi in that one. Here's some of his early takedowns. As you see, just constantly jumping in on those single legs. Here was that early turn as well with the claw and wrist. Dove right in on that single leg. Got the big finish, and then here's the head and arm fall.
This is man strength right there. Come out front, Throw it over.
We're gonna be back in a few minutes with you guys for our 144-pound final between two PA studs. Stay tuned.
Taking 6th place from Virgin Catholic, Nathan Ron. In 5th place from New York Military Academy, Musa Nardi. In 4th place from Malvern Prep, Tyler Condor. In 3rd place from St. John, Patrick O'Keefe. Taking 2nd place from Chantilly, Tyler McGregor. And now, our first place medalist, the North Lebanon, Aaron Seidel. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your medalists at 132 pounds.
And welcome back to Beast of the East. Championship finals were at 144 pounds. This is Tahir Parkins of Nazareth versus Aaron Cement. I saw Parkins at his semi. Another guy keeps a low stance. Hard to get those legs, but look like a cat. He's going to attack you.
Yeah, he can kind of lull you to sleep. These guys have hit it a couple times in their career. I believe one time for 3rd place at the state tournament a couple years ago. Parkins, number 6 in the country at 138 pounds. He's a senior headed to Rutgers next year, while Cement, also a senior, number 14 down at 138, headed to Penn next year. Parkins was a runner-up here as a freshman down at 113 pounds in 2021. This is his first time back to the finals. He was a state champion last year in Pennsylvania, I believe, at 127 pounds.
Parkins of Nazareth, the number 1 seed. Cement, the number 2. This bracket kind of went chalk out through the semis.
Yes. Cement actually changed his college commitment just 4 days ago. He's now going to Michigan. Just learned that one. But he's been 3rd in the state of Pennsylvania AAA state tournament 3 times. Looking to possibly get to the top of the podium. This is the guy he would have to get through. These guys are both to stay at 144 pounds. Probably see this one later down the road in the season, so good opportunity for both these guys to cement themselves as the guy at this weight class.
Player number 1 at 144, correct. 15 to go here, no score in the first period.
See Cement putting pressure down on the head. Parkins faking at a club there. He's got a little bit of unorthodox motion. can really throw guys off as well. Well, Cement, he's a really good mat wrestler.
So Parkins will go down, start the second period.
Cement put on 2 really good performances against ranked guys in his quarters and semis, won them both with mat wrestling. And this is where he's really good with his tight waist and half. But Parkins does a nice job controlling hands, and he gets away.
Gets the escape, was the first point on the board.
That's a big win for Parkins. Is Cement likes to win a lot of matches with his top wrestling. Took out Jake Zaltzman, number 18 guy in the quarters, 1-0 with the third period ride out. Also beat the Tyler Traves in his semifinal, number 11 in the country. Won that one 5-1 with 1-1 in the third. Was able to get a 4-point near fall turn late in the third to win the match. So
approaching a minute to go here in the second period. 1-0 lead for Parkins.
Parkins looking to re-attack there. As you mentioned,
he is quick as a cat. He is. I watched him in his semifinal, and like you say, he lulls you to sleep. He's stays 360, gets to the leg,
wow.
Can't finish.
Nice job kicking away there by Cement. The guys, Justin, just about everything they could there. Singlet, knee pad.
Get ready for the next go.
And this is where a lot of guys struggle against Parkins, is getting to him because he likes to keep space.
Well, he can close the gap quickly, so he can afford to do that defensively.
Give that space up, and it just makes it really hard to get to him, especially with those quick re-attacks. Parkins not much of a rider, so you got to believe Cement's going to go down in the third.
Five to go here in the second period. 1-0 lead for Parkins.
Parkins going down the
top division, the hands down low, right?
Yeah, that was like a little old Metcalf stance.
Yeah, look at my stance, Dad.
So Cement's going down to start the third to see if Parkins attempts a ride here. You don't see him do it too often, but it's a big one to put your top ability on display. See him switching sides. Gets Cement broken down flat. Parkins was third this year at Super 32. Cement able to fight his way up to his feet.
Almost came off with a quick attack off of that. 1-1. Minute 36 to go here in the third period. Championship match at 144 pounds, Beast of the East on the campus of the University of Delaware.
If you're Cement here, you got to be ready for these attacks from space from Parkins. Just be ready to down block. Don't want to get caught reaching or overextending yourself, because that's where Parkins is going to bite and kind of expose you. Parkins taking ground. Now it's shot from Cement.
So Parkins keeps himself hard to score on between the distance, and he stays low to the mat.
Now starting to pick up his pace. Putting attacks together, he's going to take them out of bounds.
It's a stall call.
So that could come into play here. Cement now with a stall warning.
48 to go.
Could have been a caution there on Cement. A little roll and start. Parkins is ready for it.
Approaching 30 seconds to go in this 1-1 match.
Now Parkins kind of overextending himself.
Yeah, I thought he was
Cement.
a little sloppy getting in there.
Yeah, started pushing the issue a little bit too much. He looks to hop over, but they go out of bounds.
25 seconds when we restart. 1-1. Third period of a 144-pound championship match.
Seems like Parkins wants to end this in regulations. He's starting to really go after him. Might be settling down now. Doesn't want to give up a sloppy takedown to end it.
Approaching 10.
Stance check down to the knee for Parkins. We're going to head to sudden victory, it looks like.
Yep. Overtime match here in 144, 1-1. We'll go to our feet for 1 minute.
Any score wins here. Cement does have that stall warning.
First point wins the match. First score.
Cement coming up with an underhook on the right side. Jacks it up to a single leg. Getting strong with it. Parkins able to get his leg back now.
Oh, goes behind. Lefts, returns, takedown. Parkins wins in overtime, 4-1. What a scramble there at the end.
And there it is. That's how Parkins gets it done. Just he'll sting you quick like that out of nowhere, as it looked like Cement was in position to score. Parkins finishes off the Masterclass tournament.
The Nazareth Senior with a Beast Championship to get the 2024-2025 season rolling.
We're going to get a highlight of that takedown in the end here for Parkins. Here's his escape early in the second period. And there's the shot and go behind for Parkins that got it done in sudden victory. Just like that. He's your Beast of the East champion, 144 pounds. Waiting on a 7th place match to finish up here on mat number 7. But we're going to stay right here with you guys as that ends. So we're going to hold for our 150-pound final that's coming up next here.
Well, that might, 2-1. Thought that might be heading to overtime.
I believe they're in the tiebreakers currently. That's going to do it for that one over on mat number 7. But here with us in the finals, we got Sonny Amato taking on Zeno Moore in this final. Another couple of guys both in the top 20 in the national rankings.
Another Lake Highland Prep wrestler out there in the finals.
Here we go. Zeno Moore, Lake Highland Prep in the red and white singlet red ankle band, taking on Zeno Moore. It's Sonny Amato of Brubson Fairhaven. Get on the single leg early. Moore's got to be careful crossing those feet. Doesn't want to give up that head scissor. Rolling him through now. Impossible to stop roll for Moore. He's going to get the takedown.
Yes, starts off with the takedown, 3-0. Amato, impressive in his semifinal win.
Yeah, Amato, I didn't know much about him last year coming to this tournament. He was just a freshman, but he took out Maddox Shaw early in the tournament. Shaw at that point was top 4 guy in the country. He's been dominant to the finals. Early 13-0 major decision and then 4 straight falls to get here. Moore, he took out another ranked guy, number 17, Max Steen, in the semifinals. Won that one 2-1, and very calculated win where he picked up a reversal in the third and was able to ride out.
We're at 150 pounds, championship round, the Beast of the East.
Moore was a finalist in Ironman 2 weeks ago. Lost that one to Noah Ninninger. Moore just a junior, currently uncommitted.
And we go out of bounds. 36 seconds on the restart. 3-0 lead for Moore.
He's putting that riding ability on display now after picking up that counter score. Be a big point here for Amato.
Headstand roll, looking to get that low leg up.
Good adjustment there by Moore, though. Able to recover.
120 to go here in the first period. Gets back down on the low leg. 10 to go.
For Moore, you're okay giving up a stall warning here, but now with Amato trying this Jonesy late, got to be careful not to get taken through. It's close.
He's got it. No.
Wow, Moore was able to recover there. We're going to see a highlight here, that early counter takedown here for Moore. So it looks like he was in trouble, close to giving up non-controlled fall, but then goes impossible to stop roll. Came out on top for the takedown, then closed the period out with a ride. Dang close to giving up that reversal late in the period, though. So nice job to continue wrestling. He's going to start down in the second period.
3-0 lead for Zeno Moore out of Lake Highland Prep. And we're underway in the second period, 150 pounds.
I mentioned Amato's been putting guys away the whole tournament. See if he can get to work on top in this one, as he's starting out with a side headlock. It's an interesting ride. I can't say I've really seen this much.
Yeah.
Moore up to his feet. Amato dropping down. Moore's got to be careful here not to expose himself. He's still on bottom. He's going to kind of bail out here and just back hook on the ankle.
I think he had a mousetrap in his semifinal.
Amato?
Amato, yeah. From neutral.
Yeah, he's a tricky guy.
Yeah. I think he was the one. We had that mousetrap. I'm pretty sure it was him.
Still working on top here. It's a very unconventional ride over towards the edge. We're going to bring Moore down. He's going to be able to take him out of bounds.
He had a restart with 56 seconds left.
For Moore, this would be a big point in the second period to go up 4. With Amato having choice in the third.
Second period, 50 seconds to go. 3-0 lead for Zeno Moore of Lake Highland Prep.
Still with this kind of puppy dog.
Yeah, it's an odd.
He's looking to take him back.
Right. Drops down, cradle. Oh, does he have it? Nope, doesn't have it locked.
He's close to crunching him there. Couldn't get his hands locked, and it looks like Moore's going to clear out for the escape.
4-0 lead for Moore.
It's a big point for Moore late in the period now. Forces Amato with the decision here in the third if he wants to go down.
Final seconds ticking away here in the second period.
It's Amato looking for the counter score. Go behind. He's got the side headlock. Moore still down on that leg, though. His time runs out. Amato wants that takedown.
Yeah, it looked like he went like a Merkle position. Got him to the match, but the time run out prior.
Moore was still locked on the leg as well. He still had that shoulder behind the leg. If he had that arm pass through, then I would agree with his sentiment here, but I don't really think he has a dog in the fight there.
We're going to check it, go to the, now we have going on injury time.
Going on injury time for Amato. Didn't really see anything happen.
Maybe come in with an already previous injury. And
got a little bit of a knee brace on there. And look at this late score attempt here for Amato, as you saw him try to pass, but Moore did a nice job sliding that arm in behind the leg.
yeah, he passes that left arm, gets himself out of danger, talks to his coach, says, help me out here.
Give me a case here.
Right.
I think they're talking about where he's going. He's going to go down as we come back from this injury break.
4-0 lead for Zeno Moore.
So Moore put on that tough ride to end the first period after getting the takedown. I believe he's going to try to grind some time out here on top. Amato trying to seal off and circle out as he gets back up to his feet. Comes back into him. There's a deep half now. That right hand. Thigh pry. Bringing pressure forward.
Takes it to the edge, minute 30.
More, this is a
back to his feet.
good spot to be in. Just controlling him from the top position, simple ride.
And we go out of bounds. Minute 18 when we get back to the center. 4-0 lead for Moore.
See Amato getting frustrated looking at his corner. Really sure what he's frustrated about. He gets set on bottom. Not too much motion underneath off the whistle for Amato. He's got to have a little bit more sense of urgency. He's going to need escape takedown to tie this.
Takes an elbow roll or maybe reversal backs.
Once again, at the end of the 144 pounds.
Down to under a minute to go. Amato back hooking. Moore slides that right figure four in.
45 to go here in the third period. 4-0 lead for Moore. Gets back in behind, in control.
Still back hooked around that leg. Not really doing him any favors
back
here.
is actually holding the boot in is what he's doing.
Yeah, not really doing himself any favors there. Now down to just 35 seconds.
$30 to go. 4-0 lead for Moore.
Nothing flashy about this ride. Pretty simple for Moore. And it's getting the job done. Amato reaches back for
the wizard.
No stall warnings on Moore. He's just got to be mindful of that Jonesy.
Tilt, yep.
You're going to stop it, warn Moore for stalling. That's going to be a point for Amato.
The 4-1 lead for Moore with 12 seconds to go in the match.
Amato exchanging words with the official now, just not happy with the ride he's been giving up. Throwing a lot of gestures out there as Amato, but that's not going to be enough for him.
That's going to be a 4-1 decision for Zeno Moore. As he knocks off the #1 seed.
Strong performance for Moore. Able to come back after a runner-up finish at the Ironman. Picks up a major title here at Beast of the East.
The Lake Highland Prep with a couple champs. They still got one in the tank coming up. 165 Torres is a tough out.
Yeah, they've had a good tournament. Here we see the highlights of that match. It's the cradle attempt for Amato in the second period. Led to Moore's escape and just an easy third period ride out for Moore. Got the job done, 4-1. And up next, we're gonna come back for a 157-pound final between Chase Van Hoven and Chase Haunt. Stay tuned, guys. We'll be back in just a couple minutes.
And your champion at 100
157 pounds, Beast of the East Championships, is Chase Van Hoven from Brook Point versus Chase Hans from Faith Christian Academy.
Battle of the Chases here. Both these guys had tough semifinals, both winning 1-0. Van Hoven, number 10 in the country at 157 pounds. Well, Hans unranked, but it's Van Hoven getting to the body right away, and he picks up the takedown.
Hans, the number 6 seed. Van Hoven, the number 1.
Van Hoven won a tough one in that semifinal over number, I believe, 4 down at 150.
Yeah, Maddox Shaw, that was a good match.
Yep, Shaw, number 4 in the country, down at 150. Got hurt in that match late. Van Hoven was able to get it done 1-0 in tiebreakers before Shaw had to forfeit out. Now he's working on a power, sort of modified power half
this
here.
gets funky. He does some. He gets his boot in and cross bodies and does some interesting stuff.
Fun to watch. Already up 7-0. Van Hoven, a senior, headed to Lehigh next year. He's working on this cross body ride. That'll fit in real well at Lehigh.
Another one, good ride, clings to you. Stays, everything stays tight. Looking for a little.
Going ball and chain's got to be careful with his shoulders. Hans has been 3rd and 4th at the PIAA state tournament the last 2 years as he gets his escape. He's a senior headed to Hofstra next season. It's now 7-1. Hans getting his hand fight going. He won a 1-0 battle over Charlie Scanlon of Bethlehem Catholic in his semifinal. Scanlon, a finalist last year, runner-up. That's how the first period's going to end.
Van Hoven jumps out to a 7-1 lead. We're going to see those 2 takedowns here by Van Hoven.
Just the one takedown. He got to that body.
The back.
Block off the underhook and was able to get this ride going with the legs before getting that 4-point near fall. Back to action. Van Hoven going down to start the second. Caution on Van Hoven underneath.
7-1 lead for Chase Van Hoven.
He wasn't messing around coming into this match tonight.
He was not. He
doesn't want another 1-0 battle.
He had to tell you, and he was in jeopardy a couple times in that match.
Prior to that, though, dominant. A couple technical falls, a fall, and a 10-1 major decisions. He was looking to roll underneath there. Got planted by Hans. Hans, a tough rider. Stepping on that near toe. Brings him back. Oh, he's getting him in trouble as he hits the suck back.
No back points out of it. Still 7-1, minute 20 to go.
And now to that right side with the spiral. It's Hans.
Approaching a minute to go in the second period. Now working that inside wrist.
Hans gets him broken down flat. There's a stall warning on Hans underneath. Or excuse me, on Van Hoven underneath. This single wrist ride, man, it's at all levels, it works really well. Puts a lot of pressure down on your upper body, your head and your hands. And can really
Van Hoven
give you a sore
injury
shoulder.
time here.
So he's feeling his rib, maybe?
Yes, where he's going.
An abdomen. Interesting.
So I have a minute and a half to get it over the injury, and second one, it would go choice to the opposing wrestler.
Yeah, might have just got broken down right onto that arm.
Yeah, knocked the wind out of him, maybe.
We're going to come back, though, with 33 seconds to go. So roll for Van Hoven. It's close to getting away. Good follow by Hans. Another roll. And that one's going to
We're
work.
going to free him up. Escape for Van Hoven, goes up 8-1.
Hans bringing the pressure. Faith Christian Academy coaches wanting a stall warning.
16 seconds here left in the second. 8-1 lead for Van Hoven. We're going to get a caution on Hans.
Faith Christian Academy has locked up that team title, currently leading by 25 points over Lake Highland Prep. So they were able to follow up that team title at Ironman with a Beast of the East title as well, and certainly giving themselves a chance to end the season as the #1 team in the country. The second period is going to come to a close. It's Hans' choice. He's going to go neutral.
Underway here in the third.
Elbow off attempt for Hans. Van Hoven drops down to his knees. Going to pull himself in on a head outside shot.
Brings it up. Inside trap. Oh, Hans rolls through with it.
Van Hoven is in trouble there for a second. Rolls across his back quite a bit.
He did that in his semifinal match too. Puts himself in jeopardy, but able to get out of it.
Hans' knee is getting in a bad spot, and they're going to stop it there.
So Johnson will have choice. Oh, I thought he was taking injury time.
Looks like he's feeling that abdomen out once again. He's going to try to grit it out here. It's a minute 25 to go in the third. You know, Hans isn't going to stop moving forward, though. He's not going to concede this one.
Approaching a minute to go here in the third period. 8-1 lead for Chase Van Hoven.
Hans is going to need takedown and near fall. It's Van Hoven back in on a single leg, far ankle for Hans.
It was the funk.
Pass through, but Van Hoven locks his feet. Gonna come out on
Take
top.
down Van Hoven, 11-1. 25 to go.
Good adjustment there in that scramble by Van Hoven.
A lot of times with the funk, if you're getting funk, just stop.
Yep.
Don't give it the motion, the momentum.
Yep.
That's
Get
what.
weight down on your knees, lock the feet, try to bring him to your butt, trap the guy on his back.
That's going to be a major decision for Chase Van Hoven, 11-1, and he is your Beast champion at 157 pounds.
Closes out a great tournament. An impressive 10-point major.
2 matches left on the night.
Looks like we're gonna see some highlights here. That first takedown for Van Hoven. He's used that underhook to get to the body. Got to work with this ride before picking up a turn. Hans bringing the pressure in the third period, but it wasn't enough. Van Hoven picked up another takedown. And we're gonna stay right here with you guys for our 165-pound final next. So we're just waiting on that third place match to finish up on mat number 3. Looks like it just ended, so we should be getting to action here in just a moment for another good one, highly ranked final here at 165 pounds.
Claudio Torres watched him 5 takedowns in his semifinal match.
Yeah, I had Salah Sarni in my semifinal. He picked up an 11-3 major decision over the 3-seed Shane McFillan.
So Lake Highland Prep trying to crown their 3rd champion here at the tournament.
Yeah, I believe they've locked in a 2nd place finish at this tournament. To close it out on a win here would be nice for them. Our second to last final of the evening.
And here we go, underway at 157 pounds. Ryan Burton, St. Joseph's Regional. Oh, that's next. Got the wrong one up. We're at Claudio Torres from Lake Highland Prep. And then Bullis's Sarney, the number 7 seed. Torres, number 1 seed. That's at 5 takedowns in his semifinal match.
A 6 versus 7 nationally ranked matchup here. Torres number 6 at 165 pounds, while Sarney number 7. Torres, a senior, headed to Virginia Tech next season, while Sarney just a sophomore out of Maryland. Both these guys bonusing their way to the finals, setting up this epic matchup as we're scoreless. It's about a minute into the first.
Torres in his semifinal match, he can shoot from all angles, he can shoot from distance, closes gap quickly.
Saw Torres competed Ironman a couple weeks ago. He wrestled Ladarian Lockett to a number 1 guy in the country to a really good match in the semifinals. He gets him in the head outside.
Yeah. Going right to cradle.
Sarney good out of these scrambles. Wrestles through every position.
Oh, big trip. Guy tries to go behind Sarney, able to fight it off.
Wow, he slipped that arm in on that underhook and caught Torres as he was looking to go behind. Dude never stops wrestling, and that's an example of it right there. It's what you try to teach kids all the way up, is just wrestle through every position. You're never out of it. And he looked dead to rights after that big trip and ends the period scoreless.
0-0 after 1 period. A good choice to Sarney, and he's going to take bottom.
So I was saying Torres had a really, really strong match against number 1 Ladarian Lockett in the semis at Ironman. I believe he came back to take 3rd. Sealing off as Sarney up to his feet right away and gets the escape.
1-0 lead for Sarney. Now Bullis prep. Back in on the leg, gets around the waist.
No opportunity for
nice takedown by Claudio Torres.
No opportunity for a scramble there for Sarney as he locked his hands and planted them. I was just about to say, Sarney was picking up that hand fight and kind of snapped Torres right into his legs.
3-1 lead for Torres. 1:31 to go in the second period.
Showing an optional start as Torres. See if he's going to cut him here or sort of bait him into a cradle attempt, but he's going to give the escape.
3-2.
See if Sarney kind of picks up the hand fight again, doesn't want to open himself up for another one of those attacks by Torres.
Minute to go here in the second period. 3-2 lead for Torres. Trying to be the 3rd champion tonight for Lake Highland Prep. And going to get quickly on injury time.
I saw at the end of that first period, Torres was kind of rolling that shoulder out, feeling up towards like the right pec or shoulder. Looks like that's what they're looking at here. They got a stinger or something.
Yeah, something. We're at 165 pounds. One match left after this, and the 2024 31st Annual Beast of the East tournament will be concluded. Until next year.
Looks like Torres is all right. We're going to get back to action. 50 to go in the second.
Torres has a choice in third.
Sarni trying to dig that underhook, but Torres keeping good head position in his hand fight. Still rolling that shoulder out.
Shot attempt by Sarni. Circles away. Does Torres. Back to the center of the mat, 15 seconds to go.
Go drag as Sarni.
Gets to the leg this time. It will circle away. 5 seconds. Sarni reattacks. 2-1. End of the second period.
Looks like Torres is going to go down to start the third period. Build on his lead. See what Sarni decides to do here. Personally, I'd probably just cut him. Give myself the full period to get the takedown.
Yeah, exactly. But he's going to go top. 3-2 here in the third.
Try to pinch him up into that cradle.
Doesn't have it locked. Torres up, out. 4-2 lead for Claudio Torres.
Haven't seen starting to get too close on a finish here, so he's got to find his way to his offense. Torres has done a nice job staying on it to this point. See if he takes his foot off the gas a little bit, and that's his first warning.
On Torres.
Oh.
A little bit of a drag attempt.
Almost caught that heel. Stabbing at a cross pick as well as Sarni.
Shot by Sarni on the edge. Torres circles back in, reshot, goes to the edge. Out of, nope, not out of bounds.
Sarni circles himself back in. Probably just look for a restart here.
And go out of bounds. 4-2, 54 seconds left in the match.
Post attempt there for Torres. Sarni's just moving forward on him. He's got to find a way to clear these ties and get in clean. Torres does have that stall warning, so can't just back up here. Sarni gets back to that underhook, but Torres just
under 30 to go here in this match.
Pinching down on that elbow, keeping him stuck in here.
And we get a stalemate with 23 seconds to go. Snap attempt, double leg shot, gets it on a single.
He's got 15 to work here for the finish. Brings it up. Dive attempt for Torres.
Oh, my.
Sarni continuing to wrestle. Wow, nice job by Torres, be able to clear out of there.
Oh, and a stall on a point.
Interesting call there as they just got to have an exchange.
Yeah.
Takedown still needed here for Sarni. He's not going to be able to get it.
And that's it. Your final score is Claudio Torres 4-3. And he's your 165-pound Beast of the East champion.
Great match there for Torres, and the takedown was the difference.
As we get head to our final match of the night, 175 pounds.
And jump to some highlights here. Here was the single leg almost for Torres. Good recovery there by Sarni. And there was the finish for Torres. Here's Sarni's attempt at that late takedown and the scramble by Torres rolling through.
They got a call for stalling off that.
Yeah, interesting. Very interesting call. But Torres was able to get it done, picks up Lake Highland Prep's third Beast of the East champion of the night. And we're going to stay right here with you folks for our main event.
We're at 175 pounds. Ryan Burton, St. Joseph's Regionals, and William Henkel of Blair Academy.
Number 1 versus number 2, a rematch of Fargo final from back in July. The main event of the night. Ryan Burton, number 1 in the country. Was a BC's champion a year ago, down 165 pounds. Henkel, the returning Beast champion at 175 pounds, number 2 in the country. Shot by Burton. Henkel catches him coming in. This front headlock.
There you go, stalemate, back on our feet, minute 29.
Burton, a senior, headed to Virginia Tech. I believe the 3rd Hokie we've seen of the night, maybe second or 3rd. While Henkel, senior for Blair Academy, going to Penn State. Mentioned these guys wrestled in the Fargo final back in July. It was a 4-2 win for Burton. Early 4-0 lead for Burton. Henkel looked to run him down, got a takedown late in the second period and just ran out of time.
Oh, in on the leg. Drops the hips in the crotch lock. 50 to go here in the first. Steps over, looking to step over the ankle. Bring his hips up.
Henkel looking to sit corner. Wow, is Burton able to get his hips in.
Gets the takedown, goes up 3-0.
Good work there by Burton, as it looks like Henkel was getting in better position to sit the corner there on him. But no lead is safe against William Henkel. I can say that now after watching him in the Ironman finals 2 weeks ago. He was losing 10-3 to Asher Cunningham heading into the 3rd period. Got 3 takedowns in the 3rd to force overtime and won 15-12 in sudden victory. This guy has a motor. He has a lot of different ways to score, and he can make adjustments.
28 seconds to go here in the first period. Burton with the 3-0 lead.
Be a huge ride-out situation here for Burton.
And gets the escape with 24 to go. Those short time scores are tough in these tight matches.
Yeah, they can play up huge. Short time to go here. Slide by for Henkel.
Gets to the leg. 1 second.
Close to the takedown.
No takedown.
Just runs out of time. Great attack there by Henkel.
3-1 lead for Burton.
Henkel's choice.
Take bottom.
Henkel got his 2nd win of the season against number 7 Emmett Sherlock, a returning world team member in the semifinals. Also beat him in the Ironman semifinals. Both matches 4-1. Take down the difference. He got a late one in the 3rd period to win that one.
Looks to switch on the edge. And drags him out of bounds. 3-1 lead, and we're back. Center, 1:47 to go in the 2nd.
Henkel likes that standing switch. Burton's got to be careful not to lock his hands on those returns. This time, Henkel's just able to get hand control and get the escape.
3-2 here in the 2nd period. Oh, in on a double takedown for Henkel.
And he's got that bottom leg Turk to go right into near fall. Went one way and then the other for that double leg did Henkel to take the 5-3 lead.
Still has the Turk, low leg Turk.
That's a good spot for Henkel. Burton just trying to block him from getting under that chin. And Henkel, I'm lifting that head up and getting my arm under that chin. Got a lot of time to work for this turn, just over a minute.
Or does he get the swipes here? Just one.
Still elevating that bottom leg. Burton fighting for his life underneath there. Henkel's got to keep working here so they don't call it stalemate. There's a
Stall call on bottom.
on Burton. He's holding that hand.
25 to go here. Gets his hips turned back towards the mat.
Burton a little bit of a better spot now, but Henkel trying to pull him in. Henkel trying to keep that toe in. Some good body awareness here.
10 seconds to go in the period. He's going to get the takedown and ride him out through the end of the second period. Takes a 5-3 lead as we head to the third. It'll be Burton's choice.
And here we're going to take a look at that beautiful takedown by Henkel. Ended right in the Turk. You see him go one way on the single leg and then just popped his head to the other side for the double. Got himself right into that Turk. Great finish there for Henkel. So now he leads 5-3 headed to the third. Burton's going down.
Burton, the number 1 seed, Henkel, the number 2.
And for Burton underneath right now, that had to take a lot out of the gas tank for him fighting that Turk off for over a minute. Henkel continuing to ride with this thigh pry. Getting to that wrist now. Burton last year kind of put everybody on notice in the country when he won Super 32 and then has just been lights out since.
Comes to his feet. Minute 22 to go on the edge.
Pace definitely has slowed for Burton underneath.
Out of bounds, 110 on the restart. 5-3 lead for Henkel.
I think Henkel really took a lot out of Burton with that Turk situation. Burton taking his time, collecting himself as he walks back center. He gets set.
And we're off third period. Approaching a minute to go in the match. 5-3 lead for William Henkel out of Blair Academy.
Gets him broken down flat. Nothing too fancy on top here for Henkel. No stall warnings on him either. Just chopping, pressuring forward. Nice return.
Sweeps the foot after underneath him.
Gonna go to this Navy ride now. It's Henkel.
Our final 30 seconds of the night here.
Henkel riding tough, just pressuring forward on Burton. Burton not able to get his hips under him. Now he's got that cross wrist.
And they walk out of bounds. Stall call.
They're gonna warn Henkel for stalling there.
Wow.
He just returned him. It was Burton that knee slid out of bounds. He's been pretty liberal with these stall calls this entire weekend. It's been
23 seconds left in the match. 23 seconds left in the 2024 31st Annual Beast of the East. He breaks him down off the whistle, gets to the wrist, and looks like he's going to ride this one out to a Beast of the East championship.
Burton continuing to try to switch here, but Henkel just staying low, working up with that chop. You see Henkel's fired up.
Blair fans are too.
That's a huge win for William Henkel. Takes out the number 1 guy in the country. Gets his revenge in the Fargo finals. It looks like we're probably going to get a new number 1 at 175 pounds. William Henkel's been on a roll, man, after that Ironman title a couple weeks ago.
A couple of highlights here of this match.
Here we go. There's that early takedown for Burton. He was able to sit corner on Henkel in sort of that 50-50 position. Here's that nice takedown, kind of ice the match here for Henkel, one way then the other. Got the full third period ride out, and that's what did it for William Henkel, the 175-pound Beast of the East champion. And take a look at our finals results. a great set of finals. Kind of started out a little slow, guys, pretty conservative, but we ended great. See all of our results, 106 pounds through 144 pounds.
Caden Riccardi stands out to me.
Yeah, Caden Riccardi.
If I had a vote, he'd be my vote for Outstanding Wrestling.
Caden Riccardi absolutely came out like a lightning bolt and ended it with a fall.
He did that all weekend. Tech balls and balls throughout the bracket.
Dominant start to finish, and here's our back half. To me, the standout, obviously, in that main event, William Hankel. In the 1 versus 2 matchup, gets that revenge, picks up his second Beast title of his career. Probably is going to take over as the #1 guy in the country. So if I had to vote for OW, I do not. He would be my vote. But all in all, great tournament start to finish. Adam Waters picked up his 100th career victory in that final that started out the evening. And it was a great weekend of wrestling. I've had the privilege of being here the last 4 years. Never disappoints. What do you think of the wrestling the last 2 days?
It's just another beast of the East. I'm used to coming here. Been to a lot of these. Delaware doesn't have a college wrestling program, but puts on a top-notch high school event. And there's the big flip by the big man. He had an impressive final. I just think outstanding through and through. The quarters, the semis. Today was just an outstanding day of wrestling, and just pleasure to be here with you today. And that's a wrap.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next time.